And he says, and when somebody passes, he says, you can see that their soul is gone, you know. And I needed to see that for myself, you know, because this was my biological father, and it was a new experience for me. You know, I was a kid when my grandpa died and stuff, so I didn't get to see him, you know. He was in a casket, you know. And so my dad, since he just died, I went and stood in there with my dad and had these cool Oakley sunglasses, like, and I thought my dad, I wanted to have him try mine because I thought they would look cool on him, you know, but he's passed on now, so I'm in there with the curtain shut, and I'm just in there with my dad, and I lifted his eyelids back and looked at him, and I could see what my stepfather told me about how his soul was gone. He wasn't there no more, you know, and I closed his eyes back again, and talked to him a bit, because I believe he was still, his soul, his spirit was still there. And what time do I got? Okay. And I said, Dad, I know this may sound kind of, people might think I'm weird over that, but I was really hoping you'd try these sunglasses on because I think they'd look cool on you. So you get to try them on still. So I did. I put them on him, and he did. He looked really cool. And I took them back off. And then I was saying goodbye to him, and I bent over to kiss him goodbye, like I was talking about earlier, because I could feel his mustache tickle me. Ooh. And one of the nurses, well, now we got a Mission Impossible theme going on here. It might be a spam call. I don't know who it is. So anyway, oh, there's that sneaky bird. Next Paul call was supposed to come in and break me from crying. So yeah, I bent over to kiss my dad goodbye because I was used to his mustache tickling me when I'd kiss him goodbye to say I love you, Dad, you know. And so since this was going to be the very last time that I could do that, it didn't matter that he was dead, you know. He's still my dad, and he was just in there moments before I got there, you know. And so I did. I kissed him goodbye. And right when I was kissing him goodbye, one of the nurses had peeked in this because I'd been in there for a while talking to my dad. So she peeked in on me, and I'm sure she was kind of shocked, you know, because I just bent over to kiss my dad goodbye. And I told her, I said, I was just saying goodbye to my dad, you know. I said, I'm used to his mustache tickling me. And she said, okay. You know, she said, you take your time. I said, yeah, I'm pretty much done here. You know, but then she closed the door or the curtain again. And then I just told my dad I loved him and that I was glad. That I was glad I got to know him. So, like I said, I'm very fortunate. I'm very lucky. Because I got to know and understand him. And if I had not done that, had I not had those bad things happen in my life that got me to turn to my father and have him be there for me in those tough times, I wouldn't have got to know my dad and understand why he wasn't in my life and stuff. It wasn't that he didn't love me. He was lost, man. He was a human being too. He was trying to figure it out himself. How wonderful is that I got to see that and find that, you know? All right, I don't need to take this off yet. I still got some more time. Anyway, this is a long one. So I know I probably won't get as many views, but any of that road to the end, you got to see some powerful stuff. Powerful for me anyway. God bless you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.